Need for Speed Underground is what happens when someone watched the Fast and the Furious and said, yes, but what if everything glowed? You arrive in the city where it is permanently midnight. The sun has been removed. The only source of light are street lamps, neon underglow, and early 2000s ego. There is technically a story, but it mostly consists of people looking at you like you don't belong there. Which is fair. I showed up with my stock car and confidence. Now, the story is simple. You show up, people doubt you, and suddenly you're legally required to prove yourself through aggressive night driving. There is no deep storyline. You don't even get out of your car. You just exist inside it. You are not a person, you're a moving spoiler with emotional baggage. Every race feels like Dom Toretto is somewhere in the shadows saying,
it don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Meanwhile, I'm over here losing by 14 seconds because I hit a traffic car shaped like regret. Customization is the real main character. You can upgrade your engine, turbo, transmission. But more importantly, you can install neon underglow so bright it can be seen from space. You install neon underglow not because you need it, but because spiritually you deserve it. And then, my favorite energy in the entire franchise, I upgrade something slightly wrong, and in my head I just hear danger to manifold. That line lives rent-free in my brain. Every time I push my car too hard in this game, I imagine a mechanic appearing out of nowhere yelling,
You almost had me. You never had your car.
The soundtrack blasts early 2000s intensity directly into your bloodstream. You're not just racing, you're aggressively existing. Drifting feels less like control skill and more like negotiating with physics. Sometimes the car listens, sometimes it chooses chaos. And the soundtrack? Purely early 2000 chaos. It doesn't just play music, it aggressively throws it at you while you drift into a wall. The AI racers all act like they have something to prove. Every opponent drives like you insulted their entire family at a barbecue. There is no shield, only vengeance. There are no cops in this game, no dramatic highway takedowns, just pure underground street racing energy, which somehow makes everything feel even more serious. I wanted at least one slow motion helicopter shot. Visually, everything shines. Asphalt shines, car shines, the menu shines. I think even my PlayStation 2 was sweating. Need for Speed Underground isn't about realism, it's about vibes. It's about speed, style, and proving you deserve the biggest spoiler in the city. And honestly, the whole game feels like one long Fast and Furious montage where everyone nods at each other dramatically instead of explaining anything. At the end of the day, it's not about the neon. It's not about the turbo. It's not even about the manifold. It's about family. Family is installing a spoiler that's way too big. Family is losing a race and immediately blaming traffic. Family is revving your engine at a red light for absolutely no reason. And when the race is over, where the neon fades, where the soundtrack stops blasting in your ears, you look at your car and you whisper, "We don't turn our backs on family." Then you queue up the next race.